Ladies and gentlemen, 2 nights removed from the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, Smackdown comes to you from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And well, what a night it was at Money in the Bank 2 nights ago. And well, here tonight on Smackdown, we kick things off with the new Smackdown Women's Champion, Carmella. She defends against Liv Morgan management, aka General Manager Edge, deciding to give Morgan a top opportunity here tonight. Of course, Mella 2 nights ago defeated Bayley to end up with the belt. It was a big time victory, a big time performance on the Princess of Staten Island's part, and she will defend her title immediately after. And along with that, ladies and gentlemen, Aleister Black, he came up short in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match 2 nights ago, but he has a chance to rebound from that loss as he takes on Kevin Owens. Of course, Kevin Owens, some momentum on his side. Owens picked up a victory over Sin Cara in rather quick fashion last week on SmackDown. And well, finally, your main event is a fatal foray to determine the #1 contender who will face Jinder Mahal for his Intercontinental Championship in just a couple weeks at One Night Stand Extreme Rules. Will it be Kane, Rusev, Dolph Ziggler, or former champion Shinsuke Nakamura? Nakamura had the opportunity to actually get his belt back 2 nights ago, failed to do so on the kickoff show. And along with that, ladies and gentlemen, well, the main talking point of the night, Big E. This man right here, he betrayed his New Day brother, Xavier Woods, just viciously beating him after their loss to Heavy Machinery. And Big E, he will be here tonight, appearing at the end of the show to, well, explain his actions. The worst part is that, well, after that followed Raw's United States Championship matchup. After the US title matchup followed Kofi Kingston's WWE Championship title defense. Kofi successfully defended against Roman Reigns. But if anything, ladies and gentlemen, Xavier Woods, he's not here tonight. You know, he took a big ending onto a chair. He took multiple big endings onto a chair, along with that being squashed by a chair multiple times, thanks to Big E. So, obviously, Woods will not be here tonight. The man's hurt, physically, and if you ask me, emotionally as well. Big E, truly disgusting assault on Woods 2 nights ago at Money in the Bank. And here tonight, Big E will explain, his actions. And, whatever. Along with that, Kofi Kingston, he's not scheduled to be here tonight, but best believe we probably will see him. If there's anyone who wants to know why Big E did, besides us, the WWE Universe, it's also, obviously, his other New Day brother, Kofi Kingston. And well, Big E, he will try to justify his actions? There's no way justifying that. There really isn't. But that's besides the point. Because, ladies and gentlemen, kick us off here tonight on SmackDown. The SmackDown Women's Championship. It's going to be on the line. The Princess of Staten Island, Carmella, she, of course, defeated Bayley to become the new champion. And if anything, Mella, basically in SmackDown's main event portion. Raw's main event was the Universal title matchup. SmackDown's main event was the SmackDown Women's Championship matchup. And, of course, both of their main events, the promotional one, was, of course, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And if anything, of course, SmackDown, they came out on top of Money in the Bank 2 for 2. As Asuka walked out the women's Money in the Bank ladder match holder, women's Money in the Bank briefcase holder, I guess to say, at the very beginning of the show. And then at the end of the show, it was Buddy Murphy who unhooked the briefcase. So both Asuka and Buddy Murphy, they take both briefcases over here to SmackDown. They're both not scheduled for in-ring competition here tonight. General Manager Edge deciding to give both of them a break. As well, both of their grueling Money in the Bank ladder matches surely took a toll on them. So Edge has given both Asuka and Buddy Murphy, you know, some time to recover. They will be back in the next couple weeks, maybe even as soon as by next week, if anything. But they'll not be here tonight. But if anything, still got some great action for you here tonight. Of course, the main event will see the fatal foray, who will face off against Jinder Mahal for the IC title at One Night Stand Extreme Rules. Of course, the pay-per-view being announced by the no longer anonymous Raw GM, as it was revealed to be John Bradshaw Layfield. What a night Raw was last night, and SmackDown, they look to top Raw here tonight. And, well, they look to start off trying to beat Raw with this matchup. As Liv Morgan immediately taking out the knees of Carmella. And well, Liv has a big opportunity here tonight. It's a SmackDown Women's title matchup. Of course, you know, her former Riot Squad tag team partners, both Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan, they came up short in their women's tag team title matches against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. At the top, well, if anything, at the beginning of Raw last night, Liv Morgan looking to do better than them. Of course, Ruby Riott failing to win the Rollins title from Becky Lynch 2 weeks ago as well. Well, maybe 3 weeks ago. So Liv Morgan looking to be better, then at least to have a better performance than what the Riott Squad has over on Raw. Now Liv off the rope she goes. Charges at Carmella, but that's not going to work out well. That's now Mella here, looking for something not going to get. And Liv Morgan, big chop. Oh no, forearm gets blocked. Mella here, big time shot. Knocks out Liv Morgan quickly into the cover, and oh, not even the 1 count. Well, Liv Morgan, can she become the new SmackDown Women's Champion too? Well, immediately start off the night. Imagine that. Well, way it'll be for SmackDown to start off the night if they crown a new champion. Riott Squad came up short, so Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross retained the Raw. No, not the Raw, the Women's Tag Team Championships against the Riott Squad to open up Raw. Well, maybe SmackDown could start things off with a new champion, or will be the same story as Raw, a champion retained to open up the show. As now Mella sends Morgan off the ropes here, has her, takes her down, and now just gonna walk over. And while Morgan trying to retaliate after that, being embarrassed by Carmella, but that's not gonna work out too well in her favor. Just a jumping clothesline, and now Mella in the corner here, just looking to catch a breather now. And now she immediately goes back onto the attack. Big time shot right there. Looks for another one. Morgan going to reverse that. Sends Mella into the corner. Liv Morgan now has her. Nope. No, she doesn't. And now Mella, the new SmackDown Women's Champion, defeated Bayley 2 nights ago in one hell of a contest, truly. It was a great performance on her part. It was a great performance last week in that 6-woman tag team matchup. And well, it was another great performance 2 nights ago. And now Mella looking for a 3rd great performance here tonight. The new SmackDown Women's Champion looks for another victory in the win column. 2nd one in a row. And a 3rd great performance in a row to go with it. Can she be able to get that though is the question. As now misses the sliding. Looks like she's going to take out the legs of Liv Morgan. And now Morgan here goes to the outside. And Mella going to follow suit. And I see what Morgan's going to try to do here. Trying to bait the Princess of Staten Island, and Carmella, she's falling for it. She is falling for it. Now look at this. Morgan once again on the outside, run back inside the ring here. Just running loops around the ring. And Carmella once again sees herself on the outside of the ring. Morgan awaiting her. And now Mella walks right into the weighted arms of Liv Morgan. Underneath she goes, and big time arm drag. And Liv Morgan, she had a game plan, executed it to perfection. That's now Morgan here. Sizes up Carmella, and over the ropes goes the SmackDown Women's Champion. Liv Morgan on the roll. SmackDown continues. Ladies and welcome back to SmackDown's during the commercial break. Liv Morgan almost having Carmella with the Frankensteiner, hooking the legs immediately after. Only a 1 count though, but if you ask me, almost having her. I guess that's, yeah. I guess that's an almost true statement. I don't know. Anyway, we're back here on SmackDown. And Mella with the neckbreaker onto Liv right there. Breaking out whatever Liv was trying to do. And oh, immediately targeting the back. And now it's Carmella who is in control. Of course, she saw herself, well, on the outside. Being clotheslined over the top of the rope. Just before we went to commercial. And well, during the break, it's been back and forth between these two. As you now actually see the fatigue, the desperation of Carmella trying to, well, not trying to, anything. It's immediately starting to pick up a little bit. That's now Liv Morgan here. Oh, just launching herself at Mella. And Carmella not going to let that happen here. Has Liv Morgan stunned. Now going to try to work on the arm here. Going to try to out-wrestle her. Here in the rather, I guess, continuing stages, middle stages of this matchup. And now, oh, big time form by Liv. Looks for the 2nd one. Mella going reverse. Looks for a kick. Liv Morgan now catches it, and oh, dragon screw leg whip. And now to the ring apron. Goes to SmackDown Women's Champion, trying to catch a breather here. And Liv, she's charging up for something here. And no, there we go. Shoulder tackle. And now to the outside goes the SmackDown Women's Champion again. Liv Morgan, if anything, she's been mostly dominant in this matchup. That's now Morgan here. Has Mella by the head. Perhaps a handful of hair in the process. As now Liv Morgan here. Look at that. Frankensteiner on the outside. Of course, the thin layer of padding. Not going to really help with the landing. Yes, it's padding, but it's not really all that thick. It's not really the greatest layer of padding. It's rather thin. Not going to really protect the fall all that much. It helps a little bit, but not that much. Now Liv Morgan here. Now finally able to jump onto her. And she has her in the chokehold, but look, this Mello immediately fights out of it. Mello knows the dangers of that hold. Suffocates you in the process. Similar to, of course, Carmella's cold science. Of course, she used that Money in the Bank to win the SmackDown Women's Championship from Bayley in the first place. And well, she wasn't going to let Liv Morgan apply a choke rather similar to that on her. That's now Morgan here. Once again, the upper hand in this matchup. That's been the whole talking point of this matchup. The takeaway from this is Liv Morgan has mostly been doing better than Carmella. And now here we go. Leading to a cover here. Only one. Morgan still in this contest. And now Mella picks up a weakened Liv Morgan super kick. There we go. Finally able to connect with a big time maneuver. It's the Princess of Staten Island. Goes into the cover here. It's 1, 2, and no. Liv Morgan still in this contest, getting up immediately. Says it's going to take a lot more than that to put her away. Gets her down with the tilt-a-whirl head scissors. And now Liv Morgan back in control. Seemingly, for a majority of this matchup, it's been Liv Morgan in control. And now Morgan here. Gonna use rope to her advantage, perhaps. Yep. Oh. Chokes her. Just a slingshot into the bottom rope. And now Morgan trying to think of another maneuver here. Trying to think what else will it take to really put Carmella away. Drags her away to the center ring now. And now Morgan, what can she be thinking about? Waits. And now Mella here, she's trying to get up. She has no idea where she's at. Now Liv Morgan, she's done waiting. I think she finally has been able to plan what she's going for. Oh, look at that. Just turns her into a half-legged crab. She was plotting that. Waiting for Mella to get up, then take her off guard immediately after. But to no avail. Carmella reaches the ropes. And now Morgan here. Oh, and Mella gonna go to the outside. And now Morgan, well, upset about it. And Mella, she's trying to think of something now. And now Liv Morgan awaits her arrival. Mella has now gone back into a right state of mind, I guess you could say. Has now immediately sensed Liv Morgan. Oh, Jesus. Morgan just seemingly stomps over her. Mella was looking for perhaps that sliding knee attempt to sweep the legs, but Morgan able to reverse it once again. And now, but Mella catches the leg, dragging through a leg whip. And now Carmella here in control. Well, at least seemingly has the high ground. Can she be able to take advantage of it, though, is the question. As Morgan slowly gets to her feet, Mella can help her in the process, but only for a big-time chop. Just to put her back down to mat. Brings her back up to put her back down. As simple as that. And now Carmella looking to do it again here, and looking to perhaps end off this matchup. The maneuver that made her win the SmackDown Women's Championship 2 nights ago, Money in the Bank, Dakota Science has it wrenched on the top of the head, if anything. Usually it'll be more of a choke type maneuver, but it's at the top of the head, which does not equal a good grip. Perhaps didn't have it fully cinched in, if you ask me. Not sure if that was intentional or not on the part of the SmackDown Women's Champion. But either way, it's not going to help her out. Liv Morgan able to escape, but Mella once again staying on her. Snapmare brings her down to mat, and now look for another snapmare. Different variation though, but it's going to miss it. And now Morgan off the ropes she goes. Gets a head full of steam. Big time X Factor. And now Carmella landing in the center of the ring, dazed, and Liv Morgan here has the advantage. Sends her to the corner. Looks to pick her up here. As now it seems like we're looking to go to a high red district here. Liv Morgan looking to take a risk here. Oh, which for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Arm drag off the top of the rope, and Liv Morgan scurries into a pin. Rushes into a pin. No. Not even a 1 count. I was about to say no hesitation at all, but it doesn't even matter. Morgan can't even get a 1 count from that. Carmella does not want to lose that SmackDown Women's Championship anytime soon. And Liv Morgan sizes her up. Not going to get it. Big time elbow across the leg. And now here we go. Carmella able to take out the leg. Brings her into a cold science once again. And once again it's at the top of the head. You gotta think that probably brings more pressure, if anything, compared to just a chokehold. Liv Morgan, she's struggling. Second time around, can she be able to get out of it again? I don't think so, Mela. She's wrenching harder and harder. Each passing second, and Carmella gets the victory. Liv Morgan taps out. And at the end of the day, Carmella able to successfully retain the Smackdown Women's Championship with the Code of Silence. It took 2 of them that time. 2 nights ago at Money in the Bank, it helped her to become Smackdown Women's Champion. And well, here tonight, it helps her retain that Smackdown Women's title. Carmella, another big-time victory as she retains the Smackdown Women's Championship to start off the night. Truly, though, gotta give your props to Liv Morgan. One hell of a performance on her part, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough. Well, if anything, truly, what a great way to start off SmackDown.